Welcome back. We've still got that hazy sky across the region, and much of that smoke is at the surface. Those are the same plumes that pushed through far western North Dakota earlier today. That is impacting the central region as we speak due to the Canadian wildfires, with the thickest smoke impacting majority of us. But across Williston, Dickinson, much of that smoke is not at the surface, but here in Minot and Bismarck on eastward, it's pretty bad out there, especially with our air quality being unhealthy. That's due to all of that smoke, and that's going to be sticking around through the overnight hours. Here's a look right outside of our studio, and you can know it, you can smell it, because you can clearly see the smoke out there. The wind is a little breezy, but not enough to push all that smoke out the way. Temperature-wise, we are comfortable at 65 degrees, but just keep in mind that visibility is reduced to about 3 miles or less throughout much of north central North Dakota. The exception for now, the Turtle Mountain region, but that will likely be changing in the next hour or so. But notice not that bad along the Highway 85 corridor, but here on eastward, we are dealing with very low visibility due to that smoke. But our temperatures aren't feeling all that bad. Unseasonably cool for today, but not too many people are going to complain about mid-60s on a late summer day. It's actually feeling pretty good outside. In addition to the smoke, we've got a few light showers making their way in from Canada that could impact a few residents in the Turtle Mountain region with maybe a spotty shower, but that's about all you're going to get if you do manage to get some of those showers. Otherwise, we're looking at dry conditions for Minot, severe weather for parts of New Mexico and Texas, and of course, we're still dealing with Hurricane Lee out in the Atlantic. Looking at the latest observation, down to a Category 1 storm, but still a dangerous hurricane nonetheless. 80-mile-per-hour wind pushing north rather quickly at 20 miles per hour, turning on our enhanced satellite to let you see where the impacts are right now. But the rain's still well offshore, but the surf still rather high along the New England states. So it's likely going to make landfall somewhere near Maine or eastward into Canada as a strong tropical storm and then exit the region over the weekend. But heavy rain still likely for Maine on into Canada. Some places maybe 3 to 5 inches, if not more, and likely coastal flooding. At home, our rain chances actually going to be a little bit on the increase, but not until the middle of next week. So for the time being, we're expecting mainly dry conditions for our Saturday, starting out in the 40s and 50s, maybe some frost across Dickinson into Hettinger. But the first half of your weekend looking pretty good with 70s for our highs. Sunday, heading out to church in the morning, 40s for our morning lows, and then we're back into the 70s for the second half of your weekend. Quickly looking at your 7-day forecast, we are going to be dealing with 80s possibly Sunday and Monday, and then cooler temperatures for the end of next week with a few showers.
All right, thank you so much for that, Henry.